Oh, that's nice.
Very nice. Big fan.
I am. So do you think you'd like the same color bottom like that one versus the
Oh, you mean with the
with the
color match
mold?
molding?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's not that big a deal to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure either. Like, what I've played with it online, but seen it in person. I'm curious now because if I was to order it, I'll probably order the gold one or the that gray, the matte gray one.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing one of the matte colors, I would definitely get the body color moldings. For the gloss colors and the metallic colors, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. The US spec didn't originally didn't have all these buttons pre-adjusted. So, but now you click this button on your for adjustment, you have that option right there. You select the middle button right here, and now you can choose. Okay, steering wheel. Adjust that. I like just like the Polestar 3, but move in a little bit, out, and and you can do the others and hit back button, and you can do the others like the mirror, left mirror. Let's see how we want that. So we have that, and it's quite responsive as well, as you can see. So this is awesome. And then let's go back and select the right mirror, and then we can select that and fix that. That looks good. All right. Okay. And then we have heads up display. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that in this bright light, but I can't. Let me see if I can darken that so we can see it. There we go. All right, so you can see the little 4 boxes there. Oh,
Gotta get your back up.
go adjustments, heads up display. All right, position adjust, and you can move up or down, and then you can choose the brightness and you can go left. It's on its brightest right now, as you can see, and then you can choose the tilt adjust. So I'm not going to change that. I don't need to right now, but that's how you do it. That's how you make your adjustments right now. And you can do other things like on that dashboard with this 4 buttons right here. But let's go on a test drive. I will record. I'll have to come back and do a recording when I have a partner, but I can talk about how well it is later. Welcome to the Polestar 4 first drive. Um, Already adjusted my steering wheel and everything. This is a 2026 Polestar 4 dual motor. We have 544 horsepower, 500 pound-foot of torque. That goes anywhere from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and 4 seconds, depending on the type of tires you have. So let's go on a first drive. Put one pedal driving on standard here. So I've always had a P2, so I enjoy the one pedal driving. Um, it makes it easier, saves on your brakes, and it gets some getting used to if you're a first time user, first one pedal driving. But the good thing about it is this actually makes it easier to drive because now you don't have to worry about your brakes as long as you drive safe. So um, thanks to my buddy at Grapevine here, Grub's Grapevine, where we have our Polestar in Dallas. This gives us the opportunity to enjoy this first drive. All right. As you can see, once you're at the stop sign, it actually gives you ability to see the road. Creep up a little bit here. Get a feel of how the car drives. You can hear that clicking, so it makes it easy for you. But see how quick you can get up here. Obviously, this is dual motor, so this makes things easier to get to 60. What I want, I don't know if this is coming through, but this is actually you don't feel the road noise as much. So they've done a good job with that, and uh, I'm really loving it. Now the cabin itself, it's a wide car than the P2 actual. So there's a lot of elbow room. You got the 15.4-inch screen here, Android Automotive, so you can adjust things, you know, how you want it. You want a full maps there. You can actually drag that back to the middle, or if you just want it a little bit centered there, it's great. Um, so if you've used Android Automotive, you have everything that you use with Google Android, but for the car. Now, the Android Automotive is different from Android Auto. Android Auto is your phone more or less mirrored to the car, versus Android Automotive is actually the whole system software of the car, which makes things much easier from an Android standpoint. You have Google Maps. It helps you identify things, distance, uh, how much range you have to where you need to get to, and how much you need to get back. So I'll display that in a minute when I have the moment to do that. Um, Here, visibility is always great here. Got cameras. Has about 11 cameras around the car, so there's a lot of sensors. Can't remember how many sensors here, but good for safety. You have this camera back rear view mirror, which is actually, as you can see, top just put some of the as you can see here, but it's it's pretty wide. You have more view, and a lot of people think that it's a problem. To me, it's not a problem for me because you have more view to see the road. Yes, it gets a little bit getting used to for the first time, only because uh, you have only because you have. I'm trying to say I saw that cop again. So you have more view here. You can see who's behind you. It's easy for you to use the three and not have any blind spots, right? So this is the benefit of that. And the clarity is much better than when it's actually viewing in the car. Now, if I flip this over here, you see that there's not much you can see because there's no rear window. But the good thing about this is you have the opportunity to, you have three adults in the back blocking your view, the headrest blocking your view. This doesn't have that obstruction, so that's the benefit of that. Um, so, how do I feel about the car? Well, I love Polestars. Polestars are good performance vehicles. I think they're about almost from a car manufacturing, total car manufacturing, they're about 5 to 6 years old. Or is it 8 years old? I can't remember. 5 or 6 years old. So they're relatively new, but the benefit of them is they have over 20 years, 30 years of performance building with Volvo, so they know how to build a car, right? So the quality feel is there. You have great viewing, great performance. Um, so this route we're taking, we'll be able to go over bumps, and what I can tell from just this alone is how well the suspension is built. You don't feel um, any harshness to the ride. Now, obviously, there's going to be difference in harshness depending on the type of tires you get, whether or not you purchase the performance version versus the plus version. In the U.S., the pro version was taken away because, again, I figured pricing and making sure that people can get the best out of the vehicle. So this is good. Speakers about 18 speakers, is it 23 speakers? I can't remember. But if you get the Napa leather, you do have the speakers and the headrest. If you don't want to use the Napa leather, then you don't get the speakers and the headrest. But this is a Harman Kardon system, perfect for any type of car you have. Surround sound, everything is pretty good. Um, you can't see this, so there's no point doing it. But I have in my other video showing what this looks like. So I'll put the link down below for that. Um, the driver's view gets multiple views that you can see the augmented reality here. You can either do simplistic, you can do with the maps right there. So your choice. I like the maps and the augmented reality. When there are cars in front of us, you'll be able to see cars in front of you. But heads up display, I would not get a car without a heads up display. So I think that comes in the plus package. So it's good to get the plus package. Anybody that wants to buy the B4, please get the plus package. Even if you're doing with a single motor and no Napa leather, get the plus package. Plus package adds a lot of other safety features in it. It adds a lot of uh, options. You get more options from the plus package than the pilot package. So do get the plus package, makes things better. Um, Now here's the augmented reality. As you can see, it's coming up and it's showing the. I don't think you can see it from the camera, but it's showing the truck. Um, so how's the steering feel? Great, comfortable. This is not the leather uh, version of this, but it's very comfortable. Polestar knows how to build seats because they've learned from Volvo over the years, and part of the tech is from Volvo. But this particular car, the parent company, Geely, so this platform is based off of the Geely platform, which is a little different from the Polestar 3's platform, which is built on the Volvo's SPA platform. Um, I think this is a Zeekr platform, but I don't quote me on this. But the good thing about it is when you merge the safety of Volvo and the performance of Polestar, and this car comes to life. Um, there are a lot of cars this holiday season, so I'm not gonna go past the speed limit here. I think it's 45. It's gonna go down here. Um, but the car's really smooth, and it's good for the family. Can comfortably seat five without any issues. It's got the flat floor in the back. You have the heated seats on all four, both front and back. If this was the ventilated Napa leather, you have cooling as well. You have heated steering wheel, changing your climate. There's certain things I want to show about that. So if I want to adjust the air vents prior to it coming to the US, you couldn't adjust the air vents. Um, All right. Yeah. So prior to coming to the US, you couldn't adjust the air vents uh, with this option here, which is the oscillation one. It moves up, down, and it actually spreads the air around. It makes it better for you not to worry about whether or not you're gonna have enough air in your face or cooling or not. You could have other options where you can manually move it. I don't think that's needed, but because there are no physical buttons for the vents, this is the best option I think one should use because this actually makes things simple for you. Um, when we stop, we'll show you some more infotainment that's a little different from prior to coming to the US. Um, Go back and you got everything you got. Other than that, I am ecstatically and excited about this. This is a wonderful thing. You can't see the option that this brings for the roof. My P2 didn't have this; it was just shaded. But this is actually I forgot the word. What's the word again? Electrochromic. There we go. This is after electrochromic, so you can actually make this more opaque where the sun doesn't burn you. And actually, that's a beautiful thing because it actually keeps the interior of the car cool, which helps the AC and everything, and it's a very comfortable feeling. And I'll show that when we park, so you can see what it looks like. Um, Other than that, the drive is beautiful. It's a good performance car. If you're more performance oriented like I am, get the dual motor, get the performance version, get the Napa leather because ventilated seats. If you're in Texas, you need ventilated seats regardless. It gets really hot in Texas. So, um, all in all, first drive Polestar 4. And you'll see the backup camera in a moment. once we're about to park. Once again, thanks to our friends at Grub's Polestar of Grapevine. So there you have it. The two things I'd like to show again. If you click on here and click this, you can actually view, and this is more the both sides of the car. As you back up, you have the full view here, and then you have the side view here, so you can see how much space you have in between both cars. Make things easier for you when parking. If you've never done this before, you get used to it. I've done this before, so this makes it easier for me to park. But then it also shows you how close you are to the curb. So this is 26 inches. If I go back to the main view, so it's I'm 26 inches from this over here, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's how close I get. I'm not trying to park this in. To park the car, push your feet. All right. So I talked about the maps and range. This car has about 310 miles, I think. But say, for instance, I want to head to Houston. Right now, we are at 68%. It's definitely not going to get us to Houston. Um, so if you want to go to Houston Astrodome, you have 4 hours and 10 minutes. It tells you after charging, you're going to have 30%, right? And if you click on that, it tells you how long how much percentage do you want to be at when you get to Houston? If I say 40%, then it's going to adjust that. If I say 30%, 20%, it's going to adjust that, right? Now, the other good thing about it is it tells you how many stops you're going to have. It chooses the charging stations. Now, Polestar also can charge at Tesla charging stations with an adapter. Um, but there's so many charging stations along the line. Every Buc-ee's, because I go to Houston a lot, every Buc-ee's has both types of charging stations. You have one in Ennis, one in Madisonville, one in Huntsville. So you have 3 Buc-ee's on the way. So choose your points. And I like Buc-ee's. So this is Texas. We love Buc-ee's. If you've never been to Buc-ee's, get it. Get to Buc-ee's. But anyway, the maps is perfect. It's Google Maps. We trust Google Maps, and this is already built into the car. Um, Listening to some Metallica to hear some noise. Good enough for us here. On the far right, you can add your shortcuts, whichever one you want. The glove compartment, the button right there, pops that open. One pedal driving, you can adjust the. I can't show you that yet. This option right here is to make the electrochromic roof opaque or not. By default, it is opaque, but that's why it's by default it's on. But when you turn it on, it actually makes it opaque. This is for the trunk.
It's performance.
Oh, changing it to performance versus non-performance, which you can adjust individually if you want on the drive. You can do creep, hill descent, electronic stability control, power, how much power you want, range versus performance. You have the steering feel light, standard, and firm. I actually like mine in firm. Feel like I'm in a race car. I like my nimble. And then one pedal drive, you can adjust that. There are other things you can change here in the and how you adjust your shortcuts, what you want to put in your shortcuts. That's the view. Driver alerts if you want that. If you're driving long distance, turn that on. So if you do get sleepy, it would alert you. Charging. Default, everybody, 90%. Best for your battery. For the house, this is very important for the house. Most homes have the 50 amps. I leave mine at 40 amps, only because that helps the wiring in the house and not to overheat, right? Because you want to come to the electricians, you want to be at 80% of the total amperage of the car. So that's why you put it charged 90%. Perfect. You can actually schedule when you want it to charge, between what time of the day you want to charge. You can adjust your audio how you want the feel, the all seats, driver, rear, quiet zones. If you want to actually make the rear quiet, you can make the rear quiet and only the front will hear that. Mute the front, and then mute all or none. You can do a surround sound if it's high, your equalizer, you know how to adjust that, the volumes, different volumes for things like navigation volume, ringtone, media, voice command. So many options, right? So this large screen makes things easier. You got apps, Google Apps. A couple of things I like is car starters, dash cam. This wasn't there originally, but good thing about dash cam is it also, if you turn that on while driving, it also record if there's going to be an accident, and if not, or you can have this just on with the app. You can have that monitor your car in the settings. You can have it on a loop, automatic emergency recording on, which means records traffic accidents or collisions situation. You do need a storage card in the car for this to really work perfectly well. Um, so that's the dash cam. Um, Trip meter, gallery if you want to take pictures in the car. You can install more apps. If you go to download more apps, you can add things. Once you sign in, you can add things like YouTube Music. You can add things like YouTube, Amazon Prime Video. So when you're charging, you can actually enjoy some streaming. Um, what else? Let's see here. Camera view gives you both the overall view. We've seen that. And in settings, you can turn things like on and off on how you want the camera. So overall, this is a beautiful car, and this is a first drive. When there is time, we'll be able to do more video, more true review. Maybe when I do purchase one. I am going to be possibly purchasing one once my lease is up in the next probably 2 years. Um, but thanks for watching. See you in the next. So as you can see, I have enough ample. This is to the size of my front seat. I know everybody says that, and I couldn't show you exactly what that looked like, but what I can tell you is this is very comfortable. I usually sit a little lower, so if you actually look at my feet over there, you can see that the front chair is really low, but for those that sit higher up, it actually gives you more space, kind of like this one over here. At the back, yes, you do have PCs and the little control screen here for temperature and media. Let's see what other settings they have here from a settings standpoint. Just the brightness and auto dimming right there. Okay. All right. So when you take a look at the Harman Kardon speakers, actually it's 1300, and I won't want to talk too much about the whole media and how the whole car is, because I've already done. You can go to my page and I'll see that, or I'll add the links below at the end of the day. Yes, one more thing. Friends at Polestar of Grapevine are giving extra discounts when this video is referenced. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.